Hey mamas, it's your girl Carrie, and welcome back to another Monday Mindset episode of Mom Wife Career Life, your weekly audio pep talk to reset, refocus, and remind you that you are absolutely crushing it, even if you've reheated the same cup of coffee 3 times and still haven't taken a sip. And if that's you, you are totally my people. So my baby, the one who made me a mama, is officially a senior as of this week, and I'm not okay. And this is a forewarning that I have a feeling a lot of the episodes in the next year are going to be sprinkled with how to make the most of the time you have with your kids, because the older they get, the faster time just seems to be flying by. And it's so bittersweet. You want them to become more independent and spread their wings. Like I just let her friend drive her to the beach today for the first time. But at the same time, you just want more time with them. And since we only have the same 24 hours in a day, the way you get that time is being really intentional about where you're spending that time. So this week, we are focusing on how to say no and protect your time so you're not wasting it on the things that are not a priority to you. And we're kicking it off with this quote by Paulo Coelho. When you say yes to others, make sure you are not saying no to yourself. Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count. This week, we are breaking down a quote by Paulo Coelho. When you say yes to others, make sure you're not saying no to yourself. Somewhere in between the field day signups and those quick IM pings, we're taught that yes equals kindness. Yes, I'll bake the cookies. Yes, I can stay late. Yes, I'll cheer the fundraiser, even though I don't know what a silent auction is. But every yes carries a hidden invoice paid in time, in your energy, and your sanity. When we default to yes, we often trade away time with our kids, time to work out, or our lunch break, or bedtime snuggle, or sometimes even that precious shower. But saying yes is only generous when it doesn't bankrupt the giver. And this week, it's not just about a mindset shift. I'm sharing a little tactical thing called the empowered pause. Before the next request hits your inbox or your cell phone, I want you to practice the empowered pause. And what is that? It's 3 steps. First, breathe. Take a 2-second deep breath. No one will notice, just you. Then I want you to scan your priorities, your family, your health, all those non-negotiables that hopefully you know by now. And last, ask yourself, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? And if the answer is your sleep, your sanity, your kids, chorus solo, then I want your answer to be a no. And remember, a delayed response is not a bad thing. You can absolutely say, let me check my calendar and get back to you. That buys you time to get really firm on your boundaries. And I know we have that annoying, guilty voice in our heads that whispers, good moms do it all. And I'm here to tell you that voice is an absolute liar. Believe me, I've tried. Great moms model healthy limits. And our kids, especially these days, need to see that those boundaries are absolutely normal and that they can't be expected to do it all. And I'm seeing it now that I have a senior and the pressure these kids have on applying to colleges, that they need to have above a 4.0, a bunch of AP courses, be in a million clubs and hold executive positions on half of them, and volunteer a ton of hours and be on varsity sports. It's not healthy for them, and it's not healthy for you. So the next time you start hearing that little voice in your head that makes you feel guilty, thank her for her concern and escort her straight to the door. You've got purpose to protect. And if you need some backup in that area, I really want you to grab my freebie, Boundaries Made Simple. It has scripts, it has mindset shifts, and a guilt detox checklist. The link is in the show notes. And I really want you to think of boundaries as those bumpers in a bowling alley, the ones they roll out for kids or those that just need a little extra help staying in your lane. They're not there to ruin the fun. They're there to keep you focused and moving towards what matters most. Because here's the deal. Life is the lane, and the bowling pins at the end, those are your real priorities, your kids, your marriage, your health, your purpose, your peace. And without boundaries, it's way too easy to veer off course and end up in the gutter, burnout, of resentment, of overcommitment, or let's be honest, scrolling at Pinterest at 2 a.m., wondering why you agreed to bake 4 dozen cupcakes for a class party you forgot even existed. Boundaries don't restrict you. They protect you. They guide your time. They guide your energy and your focus so you can hit the right pins, the ones that actually count. So before you say yes to the next meeting, that carpool favor, or a quick task that turns into a 3-hour rabbit hole, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me hit those pins that matter most? And if not, girl, pull up those bumpers and let that no roll down the lane with purpose and with confidence. Boundaries aren't barriers. They're guardrails that keep you on the road you actually want to drive. So here's my challenge for you this week, mamas. I want you to do a yes audit. And I hope you really take the time to do this. First thing you're going to do is brain dump every commitment you've made for the next 2 weeks at work, at home, whatever volunteering things you said yes to, the carpool, the party, the events. Then I want you to break out those highlighters or markers or maybe even those Birkin crayons that came home in your kid's pencil case at the end of the year that you haven't touched yet, and get to color coding the things that you brain dumped. You can use absolutely any colors you want, but a suggestion, green, yellow, and red, just like a traffic light. I want you to use the green for the things that absolutely fuel you and align to your priorities. I want you to use yellow for the things that are neutral that you could delegate, and red are the things that drain you or conflict with your higher values, or you just look at and you're just like, why did I say yes to that? And last, take action. I want you to keep those greens. I want you to negotiate or hand off those yellows. And I want you to politely release at least one of those reds by the end of the week. And if you don't know how to do that, you could use the scripts from my Boundary Made Simple guide, or pop into our Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and share which red you want to kick to the curb. And I would love to coach you through how to get it off your plate. And your courage might actually give permission to other mamas in the group that need to reclaim their peace too. And remember, every intentional no is a louder yes to the life you're building. So guard your energy fiercely and without apology. So go practice that empowered pause, and let's start saying yes to you. Sending you so much love and light. Until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life, or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.